Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Passionate for Angels. My name is Aaron, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to build a DIY HMF filter, or commonly known as a Hamburg mat filter. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now that we've got our materials cut out, what we're going to need is a wet rag. I usually use the water that's inside the tank, and a paper towel so we can wipe off and clean off the surface that we're getting ready to use. So I'm just going to clean this up. I'm going to mostly concentrate on the area that we're going to put the Hamburg filter in, which is going to be one of our corners. And make sure that it's nice and clean. So we're going to put the silicone down. It will adhere. Now that that's done, I'm going to dry it off with the paper towel. So we just want to get it cleaned up so we can adhere to the surface. I'm going to take two of our end pieces, or our caps here, and what we're going to do, I'm going to take right here, and we're going to run a bead, a pretty thick bead of silicone all the way down the side here. Pretty thick bead. Then we're going to fill in right along these cracks, or along this other surface, with more silicone, like so. That's the first one. Take our handy dandy little measuring device that we made, make sure that it's 6 inches from the edge, and we're going to apply one side of this to the tank, just like so. I'll move this measuring device up here so we know that we're in the right spot. Slide everything over, measuring all the way down, make sure that we are roughly 6 inches down. And we're going to take this and we're going to push up against the surface here so that it's nice and even. You're going to need a lot of paper towels because you're going to wipe a lot of this excess off of your fingers here. So now that that's in, I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side with our second piece. Next thing we're going to do in the process here for the HMF back filters, we're going to go ahead and install our Harbor Freight pump, which you should have already picked up. We're going to place this in the corner as far back as possible, so when we put this foam in there, it's not going to be attached. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach a piece of piping attached onto the lip of the pump. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. That is cut with a piece of 1/2-inch piping, or tubing, and that's about 7 inches. Get that all the way in there. After that, we're going to take a set of PVC and we're going to put over the entire top of the whole of all of it. It kind of seals it in there and gives a nice flow up the tube. Now we're going to go ahead and add our foam here. I'm going to stick that in so it covers the back. You want as much as possible over this. In this particular design, I am going to need another elbow like this one, 45-degree elbow, that I'm going to stick on that top lift tube so it goes in there. What I also did was I took a notch and I used a pair of scissors and cut a notch about 1 inch down on this one. I didn't show that in the video. It's easier to do it here. So we went ahead and cut that down a little bit. Now that we've got the elbow put up here on the top, the next thing we're going to do is, this is a 37-inch piece of PVC, 3/4 inch PVC. I put a piece of tape along the edge and then drilled holes kind of in a straight line. As you can see there, they're about 2 to 4 inches apart. So now we're going to take this PVC with the spray bar in it. We're going to set the spray bar so it's going about 45-degree angle. And then we're going to add the heater suction cups to it. So we'll put one here, and then I'll put one at the other end, but I'm not going to show you that. And then for the final step, we're going to take a 45-degree bend. So that'll be the stop flow for the spray bar. And we'll be right back so I can show you what it looks like with the tank full. Quick overview of that. Let's go ahead and look up here. This will give us the space in here to also add our heater. So it's kind of hidden and out of the way. Down inside there. Give you a little quick overview of what it looks like coming out of there. It comes across there. Spray bar sprays that water clear throughout the tank. For this episode, I hope that you found this video interesting and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Join us next time where I will show you how to make this DIY light that you saw in this episode. If you have not yet joined Passionate for Angels, please consider subscribing today. It's free and you can stay up to date with the latest videos and information. Until next time, this is Aaron signing off, and as always, happy fish keeping.